Hi, it's Heather from Spirited Vibes. I'm just car camping, which I do quite a lot of. I'm out at the lower part of the South Island of New Zealand, out on the western edge near a place called Tuatapere. So it's right down the bottom there near Fiordland. And I like coming here, and I do come here quite frequently. In my car, sleep in my car, and you want to see some of the mess that's my car, and I've just got a little stretcher there, that's my dinner there you're looking at. Nothing flash, it's just a Toyota steamer, and I sleep in the back of this because it enables me to, well, it doesn't get knocked around in the wind, and New Zealand is a very windy country. It's actually blowing out here at the moment. It's easy to park, it's economical, it does the job, and it's warm. It's actually quite cosy. Anyway, I didn't actually start the video to talk about the car. The reason I have come here is because I'm seeking nature. I'm seeking the serenity and the harmony of plants. Because I do live in a little town, and you know, it's only 300 people live in this town, but I can tell you, even then you need to get out. You just need to see wide open spaces and trees, and you need to be near plants. Plants are so healing. Even if you live in an apartment, you can grow plants. The more plants, the better. You know, when I crossed over, when I went up to the other side, and I remember walking along this sparkling stream under some, I think they were silver birches, and there was these flowers shining up, and the trees were glowing, and the flowers were glowing, and they were radiating light, because they are living cells, just like we are. They're just in a different form, but they live, and they feel, and their roots entangle with each other, and their leaves rub each other, and they communicate with each other. And we need trees and plants, because without trees and plants, one, we would suffocate, and two, the earth would be a dust bowl, because they make soil, and they create homes for insects. You can hear the wind now. For insects and frogs and lizards and birds and possums, and they're little apartment blocks. So we've got to think before we go cutting everything back and down and trying to control the world, because we're not the only species that live here. And that was the message that they were giving me, is we were all one. Not just all one human species, but we are all one with the universe, with everything, every species. Plants, grass, insects, birds, we're all part of the same source. We are all cells vibrating, just at different rates and creating different forms. All the time energy is around us. All the time you can feel it. I'm looking up at a seagull now. You can feel it, and it passes through you just the way it passes through them. It's like the wind. It's energy, but you can't see it, but you can feel it. Because you know it's there, because you know it's there. And it's so vital that we just stop the madness. We just think before we go around spraying and chopping and cutting. We need to plant more trees for Mother Earth. It's simple as that. This is our mother. The earth is our mother too. It is their mother. And we, instead of stripping her bare and trying to control her, let's work with her in harmony. Because, you know, even I'm sure these big industrial billionaires get stressed, and when they get stressed, I'm sure they head off to the trees and the forest and remote places and seek harmony with nature, and it helps to balance us. Their auras, their energy fields around living plants merges with our aura and heals. They know what we need. They're intelligent. Just because they don't open their mouth and speak doesn't mean that they're not intelligent. They can create, trees can create soil and create oxygen for starters. And we can't do that. So we've got to stop having the superiority complex that we are a separate species superior to everything else, because we're actually part of the same thing. We're all links in the chain, and we need them and they need us, and we need them to look after us, and we need to start looking after them, because looking after them is looking after us. Anyway, I'll just wriggle out of my van a little bit, hopefully without sticking my thumb over the camera. I can show you some of these beautiful trees. Look at them. They're beautiful. Listen to those birds, all chatting away to each other, communicating with each other. Just because we can't understand their language doesn't mean that they're stupid. I mean, God, they can fly without an aeroplane. Can't do that. And I certainly couldn't build a nest, not the way they can. They're pretty clever. Aren't they amazing? Another thing trees do, which is what these trees are doing for me right now, is they're sheltering me from the wind. Because it is actually quite windy out here. So I'm looking up at the birds. They're all singing and chatting away to each other, and it is just truly, you're so, so blessed. Just look at the flowers on that tree. I mean, look at that. Aren't they beautiful? I wake in the morning, usually just at the crack of dawn, so maybe 6 or something. Light is just starting to lighten the sky, the night sky, and the birds start singing. And it's beautiful to wake up in the morning to the song of birds heralding in the morning. It's a magnificent way to start the day. And then to sit outside and have your drink and your breakfast outdoors. Because that's another thing, is your digestion is better if you can eat outdoors. Particularly around plants and nature. Anyway, I'm going to go back and sit down here. Sit out here out of the wind. So this is all video that I wanted to say to you. Nature is a wonderful thing. It heals many, many elements that us humans have, and it does it effortlessly. What we've got to do is go and spend time just being in here. Anyway, bye for now. I'm going to go have my cup of coffee and the rest of my soup. Bye.